Alright, so we're gonna go handheld here because, well, this is gonna be just a quick video to be like, hey, I'm still alive because I haven't really done anything recently, and I wanted to just say, yeah, I'm still here. A lot of things have changed, and I'm still kind of getting to grips with everything. I'm actually out in the kitchen for once because my roommate moved out, and well, yeah, I can actually use the kitchen for things. And I may sound a bit echoey, and I'm sorry, but the new roommate did take a lot of stuff with her when she left, so no more dogs, no more anything like that. I have a lot more freedom, but I've also been kind of coping with the mental stuff because a lot of things have happened in like the last year, well, not year, but last 7 months. Yeah, 7 months. And really not going to talk about it here, but just going to say that's kind of why I've been kind of scarce here and there. Video making is a bit of a toll, and it's a toll I've not wanted to pay with the mental capacity I have to hand. But I did want to make a video because I did want to make something in the run up to VCF West, and I am sorry for any errors in this video or in my speaking, because in a few hours I'm going to go get boosted, and I'm probably going to be out until VCF West gets off the ground. So again, I want to make something quick, stupid, and this is going straight off the phone, so excuse any millennial pauses or anything like that. We're just gonna roll with it. But this is the cube. This is going to be the main part of my exhibit, and you can see I've been doing some work on it. I found these little stands on, I believe, Thingiverse, and a good, awesome person named Steven Arsenal. If you are in the same circles I am, that name might sound familiar. Part of the Satanic Mac Club. Really cool guy, awesome guy. He's actually the one who gave me this cube, so kind of appropriate that he would help me out with it. But he saw the stands and modified them to have core supports. So now that the core is leaning on these little 3D printed stands, because I got a 3D printer. I didn't think I was going to get one, but a friend of mine loaned me a Prusa Mark 3S Plus. I got really attached to it. Then another person from the local Discord I'm in was like, yo, I've got a regular Mark 3S you could just have. I don't need it anymore. So that's been running now, and it's been awesome. And yeah, really cool, really awesome step into the world of 3D printing. And I've barely scratched the surface. There's more to explore, but time will come. So yeah, I've been at work printing stuff, and this is one of the things I printed, and this helps with the thermal issues, because that's really the main problem with the cube going to VCF, thermal issues. And as you can see here, this opens up a gap at the bottom to allow more air in to aid the convection effect of the cube. So this should hopefully help it a little bit more. Now the bigger problem with the cube is the VRM and this whole compartment back here. Because this is where the GPU is, and if you watched the last video on the G4 Cube, I put a relatively rare GPU in here, a GeForce 3. Those are not cheap cards, and last I remember they went on eBay for $800-ish. And that is when you're looking at sold listings, not what people are trying to ask for them. So they are not cheap cards. I really do not want to kill that card. Unfortunately, there is no active cooling back here besides the fan on the GPU itself, which is pressed directly up against this back chassis here. So it can't pull any air to force up and through the vent. So that's a bit of a problem. Also, the VRM is back here, and that gets plenty hot on its own. So this whole part almost becomes superheated, and you can smell burning that it gets that hot. So I was very worried about running this at VCF, and I explored options to maybe force more air up through here, because I do have a base fan down here. Unfortunately, there's a nice little wall here that prevents any of the air coming through here from going over here. So nothing's really going to get over here, and this is just going to cook. Now, the VRM situation was thankfully handled because I Was going to upgrade the stock VRM. Unfortunately, time kind of ran out and I bought the wrong parts for that. So Ryan, whom you all know well from at this point, longtime viewers, graciously lent me his Stratos VRM to get the cube through VCF. So I'm very happy and thankful for him for that. And now, power-wise, this thing should be good, but we still have the thermal issue of the GeForce 3, because that kicks out a lot of heat. And the friend who lent me the Prusa Mark III S Plus is very, very good at just designing fun stuff. And I don't know if he's watching this, but Jason, if you are, you saved my life here. Because I ran out of ideas, and I thought I was going to just have to crudely stick a fan on here. But he made something fun, and I'm going to go over here and grab it. He designed this in record time, and I am very impressed. I printed it out on my printer. He sent me the files. It's a cube cooler. It's like one of those things where it's like, if it's dumb and it works, it ain't stupid. I have it connected to a fan header adapter that goes into a 12-volt kind of plug that I made. So this is going to plug directly into an AC-DC adapter and provide 12 volts into the fan. He did recommend using a fan with higher static. Again, I said, excuse me if I make any errors. But he did suggest a fan with high static pressure. And, well, I mean, this came with a radiator kit for a Corsair all-in-one, so I think it works okay. However, he did advocate for putting a server fan on here, which would be kind of fun. But this does seem to move enough air to keep the cube from going over 50 Celsius at the grill here, measured with an infrared thermometer. Because previously I was measuring this and it got up to 75 degrees before I decided to kill it. And yeah, that's Celsius. Fahrenheit would be alright. But this has also got a fun little thing he made on the top. And I don't think this is going to... If he decides to release this for general use, which I don't see why not, I don't think this will be on the final product, but I thought it was very hilarious. That's just, oh my goodness gracious. But I love it because from the front, yeah, it looks a little absurd. But from the back, I mean, yeah, again, looks absurd. Looks almost like it'd be an Among Us if you think about it hard enough. But it's nice because it doesn't have a fan just kind of sitting over this part here, because when I was trying that with a knock tool I had, it would mistakenly hit the power button and shut the cube off. So this works great. It kind of just sits in here. It's tight enough to where it's actually putting suction on the vent here. And I know some people will say, you can't do that. That's not going to work, blah, blah, blah. Well, the thing is this fan is pulling air through here. So it's creating suction on here, which is aiding the convection effect. So this is just helping the natural airflow of the cube that much more rather than trying to fight it by blowing air back into it. So people skeptical of this were thinking I was trying to blow air into it, which is not the case. It does work, at least in my limited testing, and I'm hoping, at least at VCF, it'll continue to work just as well as it has been. So, yeah, that's really the main thing. Like, we're just the cube. It's really the main part of my exhibit. I'm still bringing a bunch of other machines, an iMac G3, a PowerMac G3 blue and white, and a clone to show off some things that are here for, so far unannounced. But yeah, if you're coming to VCF West, come by and see me. I think I'm going to be one of the people with a cube there. There's going to be, I believe, 2 other people with cubes there, but you'll know mine by the little backpack mine's wearing. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this very off-the-cuff and very unedited video, and I'll see you guys next time.